How is it going on, everybody? Welcome to the Paws Up Halftime Report. I'm Jake Gibson, joined alongside my friend and co-host Kevin Barral. And Kevin, we have another case where there's not a whole lot of scoring in the first half, but it is close. It's FIU with the lead right now by a score of 7-6. New Mexico State gets a late field goal to make the game even closer, but still, Kevin, it's close. But offensively, nothing crazy so far.
It's been a fine first half, I would say, for FIU. Definitely, I think you said it well, low scoring. Defense really has looked good. They did a very nice stop at the end there on that fourth down. So I liked it, man. I liked it a lot. Overall, Q1 looks fine. 5 for 8, 70 yards. And then obviously the passing touchdown, which is good. FIU's been able to establish their run pretty well. FIU has, for the most part, stopped the run. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm a liar.
134 yards.
Yeah, never mind. I lied. It has been great. McGowan is really good, and surprisingly, they haven't had an 100-yard rusher despite being the fourth best rush offense in CUSA. So I'm surprised by that, but I think McGowan has a good shot at it, and obviously, Keyshawn Owens has a good shot to do it as well. But Travion Barnes having himself a hell of a night. So is CJ Christian, who's coming back off of an injury. So overall, can't ask for more from this team. Now you just gotta keep it up here in the second half and really set the tone on defense, which they've been able to do early on.
Yeah, defensively, I think FIU has been excellent so far. The only thing that I think kind of stinks is what I think stinks for the Panthers so far is I didn't know New Mexico State's kicker was a dog. Like he had a 57, then a 54. I mean, I think the 57 program record for New Mexico State.
Ties the program record.
It's up there.
Fourth longest. Tied for fourth longest in CUSA history.
Obviously, that's unpredictable. But aside from that, the defense has done pretty much everything they've had to. 2 fourth-down stops today, I believe, Kevin. And by the way, I love the mind games that went into that final fourth-down play. It was the 2-minute timeout, then back-to-back timeouts for New Mexico State and FIU. So one thing led to another. It was miscommunication even after all that time off. And the defense is going to stop there. I think offensively, yeah, you said it. They're trying to establish the run, which I think is great. We talked about how this was the game where FIU needed the run game to dominate because of the defense they were playing. And so far, I don't feel super confident about that 100-yard rusher. I mean, Owens has 31, which ain't bad, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the running game and if we can finally get that 100-yard runner.
Yeah, definitely. I think the second half is a chance where they could really explode. Seems like they've had opportunities, and New Mexico's just stopped them.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think that a big run here could happen in the second half.
Yeah. We were wondering how many times Keelan Jenkins was going to throw the ball down the field today, especially after getting benched last week. So far, he's looked good passing-wise, and he connected with Rivers for that touchdown, which – What's been the golden rule of the offense this season? You will see a dropped completion from Jenkins to Eric Rivers before you get the big play. That wasn't the case today.
Thankfully.
Instead, we saw the big play, which I think is the longest single play of the season for FIU so far. 54, I want to say 52-yard touchdown pass for them. So that was great to see, and I want to see more of that in the second half. If Jenkins can keep going deep to either Rivers, maybe we get Dino involved in there as well, I wouldn't mind that.
Yep, exactly. Got to see how they incorporate Rivers a little more. Definitely want to see Q1 throw the ball downfield a little bit more. They've had big plays. So as New Mexico State, they've really tried to get some big plays in there. But again, FIU is the best pass defense in CUSA. New Mexico State not very well on the pass defense. So we'll see what happens.
I think FIU secondary has done great. Granted, both teams have really gone for the run this season. That's why it feels like the first half has just kind of flown by. I mean, it was like, an hour long at the most, the first half. Both teams are trying to go for their running game. The one thing I'll say about FIU's defense on that final drive, 2 big penalties. You have the pass interference. And you have the pass interference that helped move the ball down the field. And then you have that one tackle on their quarterback, like the helmet got ripped off of.
Face mask.
Yeah, they call it a face mask. So I don't know. If you eliminate those penalties, I don't think the defense needs to make that many adjustments. Just if you can stop the rush, you can. Obviously, when you have a running back that's as powerful as McGowan, he's going to get his yards. Just if you can limit everything else. I know their quarterback Nunez has 22 yards off of 7 carries. So,
and FIU's been able to contain him pretty well for how big he is.
Yeah, he's a large. What's his stats like?
He's 6'5", 225.
That's crazy for a quarterback. I'm just gonna say it. So, Yeah, defenses look good, and once again, offense could be better, right? Granted, I'll take 7-6 over at halftime over 0-0 any day of the week, just because we got to see some action. But all things considered, it's been okay. Now FIU gets the ball to start the second half. What do you want to see from the offense coming out of halftime?
You need to score on this first play. You need to not first play, first drive. You definitely have to do that because they need to set the tone. They need to take a lead here, and I think they have a good shot at doing it today.
Yeah, first play would be crazy. Like just go deep to Dino to start the second half. That'd kill all of New Mexico State's momentum. But I mean, did you expect it to be this close at the half, Kevin?
More or less. Definitely would say more or less. I mean, New Mexico State is a team that's as well looking to kind of keep their bowl game hopes alive. So we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, then we'll keep it short here. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's 7-6 again. I mean, there's not much to say. The offenses have been mid, but the defenses have been great. So we'll stop it here. And obviously, FIU gets the ball start off the second half. Stay tuned for the Paws Up post-game show. And we promised that we'll get you the trailer for episode 73. As Kevin says goodbye, we'll leave you with it. And until we see you in the post-game show, Paws Up.
It's given me some of my best friends and a life outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. So giving back to the Miami community is something that felt really personal to me.